Okay, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the review. Today's video here for Oshi no Ko Season 2 episode... the 9? Damn, I'm pretty sure it's episode 9. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. We only have 2 episodes left of this one. That's crazy, because it's only an 11 episode season. Season's been incredible. Last episode, Aqua is full double dark star eye. He's going around. We saw the fallout of the reveal about the twins. He's trying to start a show to bring more publicity to what happened to Ai, but do it in a fictional show sense. He's got Kaburagi on the project and the director, who we saw him for the first time in forever, and apparently he interviewed the real Ai, but that never got published in the documentary he was doing on B Komachi. So, very interesting developments last episode. Let's see where we go in this one. Also, one thing I forgot to mention, I was getting upset at them, being weirded out about the Ai reputation thing. The reputation, I was pretty closely told, was not really the best translation. It's more like you're bringing up and desecrating the image of the dead, even if your reputation might even improve because of what happened. And they think about it as this tragedy. This mother who was taking care of her kids was killed, and then they feel bad for Ruby and Aqua. All of the above in that regard. It is more about Aqua dragging up stuff that I had kept quiet to her death. She had kept that private information and Aqua was divulging it without her permission and things like that. That's more what they were upset about. Reputation was not the best translation, so thank you guys for clarifying that. Per usual, feel free to check out the Patreon and Discord. Links are in the description below. As far as the Discord goes, we talk about current anime, past anime, current manga, past manga, and have non-anime conversations as well. And as far as the Patreon goes, you get exclusives and uncuts to all my reactions, so feel free to check out either of those of your own will. Now, without further ado, step straight into Oshi no Ko Season 3, Episode 9. Several steps. Okay, we got Mr. Director here. We've got Kaburagi on the project. Interesting. Yep, going to talk to a bunch of investor shareholders who can invest 200 or 300 million yen to make. Makes sense. This is the typical method. If anyone has heard about Markiplier recently, he kind of destroyed this method of movie production. He funded the entire thing himself, and because his fan base is so big, he self-published it. He didn't go through a distributor, as far as I understand, and he made it to theaters literally worldwide with Iron Lung. I haven't seen it yet, but I know it's coming digitally. That's probably when I'll watch it. But that is insane, and this is probably the norm, what's being talked about here, and what Markiplier did is completely unprecedented. You think someone will maybe take a gamble on it? The plus side, that means he can try. That's true, he's not working under one specific one. Eiko Headquarters Building 2, Members of the Board, Production Department 3, Planning Department, Conference Rooms 2, Sales Department, Production Department 2. I'm assuming that was maybe a polite no. People make short films and stuff that are funded by just themselves and maybe a couple friends who edit and they record. You don't even have to have a good camera. Phones these days are so insanely good. You can work with those, and yeah, it's true. People make their own films and such. Become the center of a movement. Okay. He's saying it's not necessarily you have to have the money to make what you're making, but when something has a lot of money put behind it, people are bound to see that and be more inclined to tune in, because it's been said to have a bunch of money behind it. It is, as Kaburagi just said, a social phenomenon. Yep, and that social phenomenon will take it to be known by people for a much longer time. What actually holds up? Spare me. So forecasting. Villain is Aqua. Okay, we were talking about that in the Discord. We thought Aqua would probably end up being the villain. There was that one girl who Hikaru just murdered last episode that I thought would be, or that was going to play I, even though I thought Ruby should do that. I feel like it makes sense for daughter to step into mother's shoes and be the mother, but they ended up going with her, but Hikaru killed her last episode, so maybe it'll end up falling to Ruby anyway. But anyway, we've got Aqua confirmed for the villain. He probably wanted to take that role real quick. I wonder if he's gonna like try to portray the villain in the absolute worst way possible, so that if people were to find out who the actual villain is in real life, they would look very badly upon them. Agency president candidates: Melt Narushima opening and schedule, Masato Murakami negotiating with agency, Yumi Ashita opening and schedule, theater act candidates: Takashi Ichikawa opening and schedule, and then we're gonna fall down to Kana, Mem, Akane, and Ruby are down there towards the bottom probably. But I'm assuming the lead they wanted, or actually the lead they had already got. I believe she was saying last episode her manager was trying to get her to do this, but she died. Probably hadn't responded in a while. Yeah. Yikes. I need to see more about Hikaru as well. I didn't talk about that in the opening recap, but he killed her and talked about snuffing out another one, and he was like praising I, so we've got a lot to unpack with him, I would assume. I wonder what happened. So much of the cast up until this point: Akane, Mem, Kana, Aqua. This is Himekawa, Frill, and Melt. Why did them all those favors? So he can then be like, hey guys, I'm doing something, all of you come here, you're gonna be a part of it. He's just savvy and knows the industry in and out and all the above at this point. He might only ever talk about money, but what? He's very passionate about it too. Oh yeah, absolutely. You have to have the passion for it. It's a lot of weight on your shoulders. I'll make out like a bandit. You're talking about how much money he'll get. Oh, Kana and Aqua are now hanging out in public again, just openly. They've kind of just moved on to that. People were saying that they cut stuff from that Kana and Aqua scene last episode. I avoided reading what it was because they've already apparently shifted things around this season. I don't think it impossible they did that here as well, even if it was contextually to the scene that they were in. I'm going to leave it and put faith in Doga Kobo to not remove what everybody was saying was very important stuff, but we'll see. Yeah, these two are hanging out now. They have tarantulas. What? I'm glad that Kana seems to be in very good spirits. Why? You got shit for brains. Well, you got I love the dynamic between these two so much. Also, is that true? Isn't there is hold on. All tarantulas are venomous, not poisonous, but their venom is generally harmless to humans, acting more like a bee sting. While over 850 species exist, none are considered deadly to a healthy person, although some African and Asian species, Old World, can cause severe pain and cramping. So none are like deathly poisonous, they're just venomous, and that venom doesn't really work on us. Well, she says they're not venomous. Kana, you're wrong. Unless what I just looked up was incorrect. Kana, you are wrong in this situation. Hold on. All known species of tarantulas are venomous. However, their venom is generally mild, with toxicity comparable to a bee sting, and not considered dangerous to a healthy human. They also rarely bite humans, so it's mostly just to paralyze their prey so they can eat them. So, kinda, you're right, but you're not right. They are all venomous, just not really to us. So you'd be okay falling in a pit of tarantulas. Oh god. Drag him away. Akun. There was a reaction to that one. Finally. It's like in the worst situation because Aqua is dead set on, I'm assuming, getting himself killed in the process of killing Hikaru. Literally, some of his lines have sounded very suicidal in nature. He's so, like, invested in this now. He's, like I said, cut off Akane, done all the above, but he's once again now getting close to Kana, and for the first time in a fucking minute, we really get to see Aqua and Kana banter back and forth. It's been too long. Too damn long. Because he says eyes murder. I wonder if she's reacting to the fact that, like, I don't know, maybe she doesn't know what to say about the fact that his mom got murdered. Maybe that he's not even calling her mom, he's calling her I. There's probably so much running through Kana's head when he speaks about that. That's just a secret that's out now that he had kept up for years. Okay, yeah. Kana. There's the tsundere. Girl, you are. Oh my. The tsundere had to squeak out. It had to come out a bit. No, no, oh no! Now she's regretting. She is now big time regretting just saying she would never see him romantically, because as soon as she says that, he goes, well, me and Akane broke up, and then, oh no, Kana! No, come on! The way the OST cut out. Kana, you just, oh my, actively just shot herself in the foot. Big time, being a tsundere and all. Whatever you like. Oh, look at her saying the nickname as she runs out. Hello, ma'am. To be fair, they were already close before, but it's been remedied now, basically. They're back to where they were in season 1 and such, and it's so good to see. So good to see. I'm sure you do, Mem. Because Mem is also friends with Akane. That was a big crux of when she first figured out that both Kana and Akane liked Aqua. And Mem was like, oh shit, who do I root for? So she's happy seeing Kana happy, but now Akane, she feels sad for her as well. Handled this tactfully. Ah, shit. Oh, Aqua! God damn it. At this point, I'm not sure anyone is pulling him out of this. The only person I could see doing it would be Kana, if I'm being honest. Even when he's in this like mindset of I'm done about the idea of living a happy life or whatever, she still makes him smile. She still makes him banter back and forth with her, and she does that just by being herself. And I don't know. I don't want Kana to get involved with this, because if she were to get involved, her life would be at risk. But at the same time, I feel like she might be one of the only people who could help Aqua. Or maybe Aqua and Ruby will have a heart-to-heart. That's actually someone as well I think could help him. But we did have the whole scene where she literally shunned him and basically disowned him as a sibling. I do think Aqua and Ruby might have some remedy at some point. I have no idea. We'll see. We will see. Although, now that I think about it, maybe we shouldn't have Ruby playing Ai, because Aqua is playing Hikaru, and they had kids together. Maybe let's not do that. Actually. Anyway. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like Aqua and Ruby have to have a heart-to-heart at some point. Kana and Aqua have kind of remedied their relationship, but Kana's still on the outside looking in from literally anything going on. Right now, she just assumes the reason that Aqua is so down and depressed and kind of emotionless a lot of the time is because of the truth she just learned, which is part of it, obviously, but it's also because he's on this revenge path. When he's not on this revenge path, we saw with Akane, he was having a good time, happy times, all of the above when he was with her, and that wasn't him faking that or something. He even called on those times. Granted, it was in a moment of desperation when he was mentally fucked about whether he should go back to his revenge or not. But he did call out on those times he had with Akane as very happy times. He considered those happy times for himself, and whenever he got back into his revenge, he literally said the happy times are over. It was something equivalent of that. And so, while Ai's death is definitely a part of why he's so monotone and emotionless now most of the time, or he tries to be. We know he's got emotions, but he tries to be emotionless and such, is partly because of Ai, but now it's also very much because of the revenge thing, and this statement here he's saying on screen sums it up better than anything I could say. I no longer have any wide-eyed illusions about leading a happy life. That's where he thinks he's headed. And Mem is assuming it's because of the breakup that's why he's feeling like that. Mem, you are not... I love you, Mem, but you might not be the best advice giver ever. But it's also, like I said, she's in a difficult position where she doesn't really know who to give advice for. She's trying to stay impartial. More convenient for me if I'm on friendly terms with Arima. Oh, Jesus. Oh, this OST. Whoa, this sounds like this shit's out of straight out of like a indie horror game or something. Oh my god. It's freaky as hell. What does being being good with Arima gain him? Or is that just cope for the fact that he likes her and wants to be around her and be friendly with her? Is that just cope for that, or is there actually a purpose? I mean, maybe he's gonna ask her like a favor to join the movie as an actress, but I don't know. He's already in motion. Ooh, you can see how clearly how much it's painting him though. Look at those lines under the eyes. And you can hear the voice acting is so good as well. You can hear like this almost sense of unease or unsurety. He's like having to confirm to himself to cope. He's like, everything's going according to plan. I'll use anyone and everything. Like he's having to reassure himself that this is what he wants. To make your real wish come true. Oh fuck. acting like a star. We have not seen you since you spoke to Ruby, Miss God thing, creature, person, crow lady. I've no idea what to call you. Crow lady, I guess, might be best. Oh, the eyes! Oh my god! Yoto Private High School graduation ceremony. Oh! Kana and Akane are graduating. Well, need the academic qualifications. Damn, even Ruby with it, she looked a little. That expression is one of like. That's a very interesting expression because it's like she wants to cheer her on, and it's what she says. I know, but I can see pain in that face. That Kana is leaving after all they've been through together. Oh, Frill to play I. For a supporting role. Then again, anybody going to play I has been clearly shown to be on Hikaru's radar, so I'm scared for Frill, but I want her to get more screen time. She's like one of the characters that was introduced super early on and has like a cool design and everything that has done nothing in the show up until this point. And an investor asked for her too. How did you just randomly find her out here meowing to a cat? I think they played that at the end of episode 1, right? Jax truly can be cruel. And she looks like exactly like I. Someone I don't want to see in the office. No. Yeah, you say that as if she's... Yeah, you say it as if they're going to at some point. Ruby seems pretty resolved to, not do that at all. So that's why she was out here just outside the office, because Aqua's in there and she didn't want to be around him. Brother planning to shoulder it all himself. Yes. Yes. He's not telling them about anything because he wants to do it himself. DVD. Is he talking about the what was meant to be the part of what was meant to be part of the documentary that Gotanda was gonna do? I don't remember hearing about a DVD though. This might be my own memory failing me though, so feel free to correct me if it's something we've been told and I am just forgetting. That's entirely possible. How overprotective can he be? Oh god, it's just that he did it. Ooh. The spitting image of I. She was yep, she was 16. Ruby is 16 right now. Movie project in motion. 2 DVDs. To Oni-chan, do not open till you're 15. To Ruby, open this when you're 15. Maybe I'm oh, such just very interesting how it's to Oni-chan, which means did Ruby give him that? Because then there's one that says to Ruby. Hold on. What? And Ruby was talking to Gotanda about a DVD. I thought he was referencing the thing that we saw at the end of season 1 where I like had to sit down and was like wishing them happy birthday but while they were asleep or something. And maybe I guess I guess in that scene they are there as well, and she is wishing them happy birthday while they're both like asleep and talking about how she wishes for them to grow up well and things like that. So that's not the DVD they were talking about. I mistakenly thought that was the case, but now that I think about it more, now that I remember that DVD better, no, that would not have been showed to them 15 years later for no reason, or 12 or however old they were when it was taken. DVDs. First time we're hearing about this. So I wrote to Ruby and to Oni-chan. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Wait, what did Aqua see in his DVD that Ruby might not have? Ruby seemed to think very positively about the DVD that Gotanda gave her. Like, hold on, let's go back to when you gave me that video letter from Mom. Yeah, so on her 15th birthday, he gave her that DVD. What was on Aqua's that's so different? Ruby seems to really like what she got from her mom. Just before she died. Did she... What? Once again, run this by me. If Aqua is Hikaru, I don't know how that works out. I don't think that's... It's very interesting because, yeah, to be fair, Ruby is not really an actress. She's an idol. Has she been in any acting role before? She performed on, like, TV shows where she played the dummy, but has she done like an actual production? I guess I didn't even consider the fact that I had just globbed Ruby in with everybody else, but she, unlike Akane, Kana, Aqua, and so many other characters, has no acting experience. So I kind of just ended up dragging her in and just thinking, when I was thinking of people to possibly play I just dragged her in and considered her a part of the acting crew when that's not something she's done. So yeah, it should have been a bigger shock. I was just too dumb and theorized beforehand about Ruby taking the role, even though that should definitely be a bigger shock in that case. Yeah, I think that makes sense what I'm saying. For what it's worth. To play your mother. Oh, but she can act somewhat. I see. So Kaburagi was like set on Frill and thought if Ruby can just come in here and she's not an actress, she's never been in anything before, anything like big before, if she just is really shit at acting, it'd be so much easier to just be like, nope, but there is talent there. And so now it's become a harder decision on, do you take a gamble and bring in Ruby to play the role because it's her mother. She could maybe imitate her better than anybody else, but her acting is not really all that. Or do you go with a prestige actress in Frill and have a pretty solid guaranteed this is going to be good? It's like, go for a gamble with Ruby and have an absolute home run or complete miss, or go for Frill and land right in the middle where it's just going to be solid. Because Ruby has no, like, staying power as an actress, I guess. The whole reason Kaburagi wanted to bring in Frill is because she's very popular. She could take on the role and bring in people to watch it because they're like, oh, Frill Shiranui, she's playing Ai in that movie. Let's go check it out. It's kind of the point. They got to bring in profits. And Gotanda's pouting. Unless until it's a commercial success. He's in here trying to make the best thing that he can, and we know that in the beginning he was a struggling director. He was a struggling director trying to find, you know, things to do and stuff like that, and that's probably because of how passionate he actually is. He doesn't just go for gold and money all the time. Grow up already, man! Ruby's not going to be up for it. It's true. Because she didn't even know what she was getting screened for. There's like no feasible way that she'd be up for that, but I don't know. Here they're arguing over the cast for director Gotanda's movie, but if they want it to be a hit, they've got to cast you. Blockbuster name for the win. You just know an awful lot about what happens behind closed doors. What is the random ass here? What? Okay. Frill's finally getting involved in the story. Just the two of us. Okay. I forgot Frill's kind of on the more eccentric side. I got none of what you just said. I mean, they subtitled all. You know what I mean. There you go. Ruby's gonna put it together. Yeah. They only hold them for supporting roles. Showrunners can't compare people on my level. Offers for starring roles in theme songs are generally made one at a time. Offers is seen as unethical. Are we sure the industry goes for the most ethical approaches, though? Are we sure about that? I mean, I guess if they want to keep their reputation up, they kind of have to. I'm interviewing them. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. They would only bring them into interview for a supporting role to see if the actor is interested in, actor or actress is interested in doing that supporting role. But if they want it for a main role, they go out and be like, here, be part of this. We don't need to interview you. Do you, like, be part of this, please? I could assume it's that way for some people, not all. Oh god. The quality drops because of us. Because a better actor or actress would fit the role, but they just got you for fame. Immediately thought of Kana. What if we did it ourselves? Interesting. Who's gonna be the judge? North Exit Shopping Arcade, Hula Dance Club, Private Audition, Sunflower R&R, Yasuoka. Nonsensically cheap running rental fees. Wow! That is insanely cheap. The silent wrath of the highest tax bracket. Ruby, what do you think auditioning for a role is? Oh, hello, Akane. Yeah, we did see them looking at Akane as a candidate as well. When Gotanda and Kabadagi had the roles in front of them, Ruby was on top, Frill was top left, Akane was far right. Akane does not sound to be in a very happy mood, though. Understandably so. But yeah. Okay. She doesn't know how to interact now that, one, Ruby has cut off ties with Aqua, and two, Aqua has broke up with Agane. Ooh, they just announced their breakup and everything. Ooh. I gotta play it cool. Immediately asking about Aqua, someone that she has cut off contact with. Ruby's just tweaking out over there. She wants it to be out of merit. Hmm. 90%. Oh god, Agane is really not in a good mood. Yeah, Ruby still... it's insane to me that Ruby still knows nothing about the role that she is auditioning for. Yeah, that immediately got her interested. It's between us. Akane, it's someone you're already insanely good at acting as, just by the way. You don't even really have to train for it, you're already good to go. Well, I guess the script is being hidden for a bit longer. Liar. Whoa! Oh, is she doing the Boy Who Cried Wolf type shit? Frill's so interesting. Now that we're getting screen time of her, she is so eccentric. I know she's just doing like improvisation acting here, but just her character as a whole. This whole thing about wanting to do a private audition, all the above. Wow. Got tears going on the spot. The voicing too, she sounds completely different. Oh, coach, Lord! What? Your comedian side. So yeah, I can act a bit. Oh, this girl. Okay. I wonder if Ruby's just gonna lock in on all the shit about Liar recently and put on like a show. Obviously we're not gonna see how this episode because it's about to end. Mm-hmm. Uh-oh, Akane, the detective brain is running. Her detective brain picked up on this so fast. Ooh, they're doing this shit again. Very interesting. It's like the two sides of her are battling for which is going to make an appearance. Her side that hates liars more than absolutely anything, or her side who's been using lies, nothing but lies all season, and has not cared about lies to reach her end goal of killing their father. Both sides are fighting for control of where Ruby's brain lies. And if one side's gonna win out, it's probably gonna be the light side because of everything that's going on. Her hatred for liars has grown to an all-time high, but that also is gonna force her to come to terms with her own insanely strong hypocrisy that's been there all throughout this season. You cannot hate liars to their guts like Aqua or anybody else and do the same thing that you hate. That is the literal definition of hypocrisy. So, we'll see exactly how this plays out next episode. I'm excited. Great episode again. It's good to see Kana and Aqua on good terms, but Aqua says it's for whatever goal he's got. Maybe, like I said, he just needs to be on good terms with Kana so she'll do this role. But also, once again, it just rounds back around to even though he's so hell-bent on this revenge path, their banter still hits. She's made him smile. Like, he so clearly likes her, and that's definitely a part of it as well. And he wouldn't have, well, maybe he would have, but he literally released their information about their mom. We've talked about this extensively, but it was in part to help Kana. That's partially why he did it. He took a good opportunity to knock down 2 birds with 1 stone and save Kana while pushing his agenda further as well. So anyway, we'll see if this continues to go. Akane's back in the fray again. She's back in the story real quick. We'll see how Ruby handles her own hypocrisy that's been shown throughout this season. And yeah, I'm excited. But I think it is going to wrap it up for my reaction to Oshi no Ko Season 3, Episode 9. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope you all have a good day.